We'll get started with the next revision topic, which is accounting for branch or branch accounting, as we have to call it. Okay, so branch is basically one division which we have at another location. Like here, Arivu Pro, we have our main office and main unit in Bengaluru. We have another branch or another unit in Chennai. So branch is just basically an additional premises that we have. Usually the branches are located not probably in the same region, but in a different region. But not a mandatory, but usually that's the case. Now we'll have to think about some accounting relating to the branch. So obviously the main unit we call it as head office. The other unit we call it as branch. Preparation of financial statements and all is the duty of the head office. Okay. Branch, will have to maintain their records. So before we go into the accounting aspect, you need to check whether what kind of a branch is it. It's a dependent branch or an independent branch. Independent branch means they do their accounting on their own. They are not dependent on the head office. Okay, they do the accounting on their own. Dependent branch means they are dependent on the head office for the accounting. First figure out this, whether it's a dependent branch or an independent branch. Okay, they'll mention usually in the problem whether it is dependent or independent. So if it is independent branches, sir, what to do? We'll run through that first, and then dependent branch, what to do? We'll run through a few questions. There are like 3 to 4 types of questions that can come from this particular aspect. Okay, from this particular topic as such. One is, if it is an independent branch, sir, usually what they'll give you is they'll give you various scenarios. Various transactions will be given to you, and for those transactions we need to pass journal entries. That is one kind of problem that could come. Okay, now let's look at some of the sample cases of journal entries. One, normally branch, sir, they don't purchase the goods from outsiders. Not a mandatory, it is just the customary in these our syllabus. Usually head office will send the goods to the branch and branch will sell it. Branch will not purchase the goods from outsiders. They will get the goods from the head office. Mandatory or just convenience? Convenience. Generally, our syllabus transactions are structured like this. HO will send the goods to the branch and branch will sell those goods. Okay. So first scenario or first transaction is goods sent by the branch. Now all we need to do is I'll give you a case. For that case, what journal entry you need to pass in the books of HO? What journal entry you need to pass in the books of branch? That's all we need to look at it here. Goods sent by the branch to goods sent to branch by head office. HO has sent goods to the branch. That means for HO it is like sales. What is the journal entry for credit sales, sir? Debtors to sales. Now will we call it as a debtor or it is branch is our own unit only. Our own unit only. So instead of debtors to sale, the journal entry will be, instead of debiting debtor, we will debit branch account. HO will debit branch account. Instead of crediting sales, because when you use the term sales is something, a terminology which we use when we sell it to an outsider. Did head office sell the goods to an outsider or their own unit? Their own unit. That means instead of sales, they will use goods sent to branch account. So the journal entry will be branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. Now for branch it is like a purchase. What's the journal entry for credit purchase? Purchase account debit to creditors. Instead of purchase, when we say purchase, it means like you purchase the goods from outsider. Here have we purchased from outsider or from our own head office? Our own head office. So instead of purchases, we will say goods received from head office account debit. Instead of crediting creditors, now branch has to pay whom now? Head office. Instead of crediting creditors, they will credit HO account. That's the journal entry branch will pass for this particular scenario. For goods return, what will be the entry? Ulta entry. Whatever entry you passed above, you reverse it. That's all as simple as that. Yeah. Next, branch expense paid by the head office. Whose expense? Branch ka. But who paid it? HO. Whose money bank balance is reducing? HO ka. That means HO will credit bank account. What's the journal entry for expense paid? Expense account debit to bank account. Whose expense is it? Branch ka. That means who should show that expense? Branch. That means HO will say HO will not pass expense account debit to bank account. They will write branch account debit to bank account because it is branch ka expense paid by the head office. So instead of expense to bank, HO will say branch account debit to bank account. All right. Whose expense it is? Branch ka. So who will account that expense? Branch. That means branch in their books, they will say expense account debit. But did branch pay? No, HO paid. So what will you write? Instead of writing expense to bank, we will write expense account debit to head office account. That's the entry branch will pass. Next, collections from debtors of the branch received by head office. Whose debtors money is being collected? Branch ka debtors. But who collected that money? Head office. Head office collected money from branch ka debtors. What is the journal entry for money received from debtors? Bank account debit to debtors account. Who collected the money? head office. That means head office will write cash or bank account debit. Will they credit debtors? It is whose debtors? Branch ka debtors. So instead of crediting debtors, we will credit a branch account. Okay, what will branch say? Can they debit cash or bank? Did they collect the money or head office collected? Head office. That means instead of crediting cash or bank, branch will debit HO account. Alright, they will credit what account? Debtors account, because debtors account is maintained by whom? Debtors account is maintained by whom? Whose debtors is this? Branch ka. So that means branch will credit their debtors account. Since they did not receive money, HO received the money. So we will write, we'll pass the journal entry, HO account debit to debtors account. Later on, branch may collect this money back from head office. Or because branch and head office will do a lot of transactions. Later on, they will settle the money, whatever needs to be done. Okay, that could be done yearly once, quarterly once, 6 months once, whatever. That is as per their convenience. Next is remittance of funds by the head office to the branch. Who's giving the money? Head office. To whom? Branch. So that means what is the journal entry for creditors paid in cash? Creditors to bank. Who paid the money now? Head office. So to whom was it paid to? Branch. So instead of crediting creditors to bank, the head office will pass the journal entry. Branch account debit to bank account. Is that okay? Then what entry branch will pass? They received the money from head office. So the journal entry will be bank account debit to head office account. Because they received it from HO, no? So bank to HO will be the journal entry. It's like branch. For branch, it will be like money received from debtors. The journal entry is bank to debtors. Instead of bank to debtors, here we will say bank account debit to HO account. Like that. Then remittance of funds by the branch to the head office. Who remitted the funds? Branch to the head office. That means head office is collecting the money. So in HO books, what will be the journal entry? They receive money. So the journal entry will be bank account debit. Whom did they receive it from? Branch. So entry will be bank account debit to branch account. What entry branch will pass? They paid the money to head office. That means the journal entry will be HO account debit to bank account. Like this, they will give you some 8 to 10 transactions which you need to pass journal entry. This is one kind of a problem. Easy, straightforward one. Okay. Next, sir. Next, usually, sir, in these sort of problems, no? Usually in these sort of problems, closing stock will be missing. Closing stock will be missing. So do you know how do you find out COGS? Cost of goods sold. How do you find out cost of goods sold? Opening stock plus purchases plus direct expense. Direct expense will not be there, so leave it out. Minus closing stock. Okay. Sir, you know the value of COGS. You know the value of opening stock. You know the value of purchase. Can you find out the value of closing stock? Restructures this equation for me. Therefore, how do you get closing stock? Opening stock plus purchases minus cost of goods sold. Correct. That is what I've written over here. Done. So if you do that, you're going to get closing stock, because in some problems, closing stock will be missing. So that is what we are doing over here. Done, sir? Okay, let's take up one question on this immediately. Okay, this question was, I think, there an MTP question, I think. Just check over here. Following is the information of Jammu branch of Best New Delhi. So head office is there in New Delhi, but the branch is there in Jammu. Okay, for the year ending 31st March 2023. So, okay. Goods invoiced to the branch at cost plus 20%. Sir, HO and branch may be transacting, but these sort of transaction will not happen at cost price. HO will always send the goods to the branch at cost plus profit. Usually, it's not mandatory. Usually, HO will send the goods at invoice price itself, not at cost price. Here, at what value is the goods sent, sir? Goods are sent to the branch at cost plus 20%. What is the cost to the head office? They have given percentage. Percentage, when you're doing the calculation, you will always take the cost to be 100. You'll express it in 100, correct? So what is the cost, sir? 100. Cost to head office. Because if HO has to send the goods, means first they have to purchase. So if head office purchases the goods at 100 rupees, means will they send the goods to the branch at 100 rupees only, or they will add profit margin? They will add profit margin. How much profit margin they will add? 20% on cost. 100 cut 20% is how much, sir? 20 rupees. That means at what value will head office send the goods to the branch? 120. Any problem? So head office will send the goods to the branch at 120, means what is the cost to the branch? What is cost to the branch? HO sent the goods to branch at 120, means the cost to branch is 120. So after receiving the goods, what will the branch do? They will sell. So that's what they've given over here. Selling prices cost plus 50%. Whenever they use the word cost here, no, if they don't tell what sort of cost is this, always assume this is the cost to head office. Always assume this cost is the data relating to head office. After receiving the goods, what will the branch do? They will sell. At what price will they sell this goods at? Cost plus 50%. Whose cost I told you should take? Head office. What is the cost to the head office? 100. So branch will sell it at what? 100 plus 50%. Yes, that means they will sell it at what price? 150. That means the profit in this transaction made by branch will be what? 30. Is that okay? That profit will hold good provided the cost is 100. This is just a parameter that we use for few other workings. So far good? Okay, next check, sir. So given other information. Stock as on 1st April. Sir, year they told is ending on 31st March 2023. They have given stock on 1st April 2022. That means what sort of a stock is this? It is opening stock. Opening stock is shown at invoice price of how much? 2,20,000. Goods sent during the year at invoice price how much? 11 lakh. Sales made by the branch how much? 12 lakh. Okay, if you just check, have they given opening stock? Yes. Have they given? So I told branch will purchase the goods or they will receive the goods? They receive the goods. From whom? Head office. So if head office is sending the goods, means branch will obviously receive it. That means for branch, it is like purchases. Because branch will not make a separate purchase. They will receive all the goods from head office. So do you know opening stock and purchase? Yes. Do you know sales? Yeah. But if you just check information, nowhere they have given closing stock. Nowhere they have given closing stock. So expense incurred at branch is 45,000. What you need to do is you need to know the profit earned by the branch. You need to simply prepare trading P&L account. You need to simply prepare a trading and P&L account because they're asking what's profit earned by the branch. But the problem here is, sir, should we prepare it in schedule 3 format, sir? No. Sir, branch show and all, no, sir, it's internal. Branch and all, branch ka data and all is internal records. What do we give it in financial statements? When we say financial statements, we present only branch ka data, head office ka data or full company ka data. Full company ka data. Full company ka data, you should always present it as per schedule 3. That is a format. Is that okay? Now, this is a branch and all means it's an internal data. Internal data, you can present it, golden days approach. In your golden days, how you used to prepare your P&L? First, you used to prepare trading account, then P&L, and then balance sheet. Balance sheet in schedule 3 format or liability amount, assets amount. Liability amount, assets amount. So in that format, you can present all this. Because these are only for internal records. These we don't publish. That's the reason schedule 3 format is not required. Understood? So we will get profit or loss by simply preparing trading account and P&L account. But the problem is to prepare trading account, we need a closing stock. Closing stock is missing. Just find out the closing stock and you will get profit or loss. Another one is branch stock reserve in respect of unrealized profit. Okay, I'll come to that in a bit. First, can we prepare trading account? All right. So first, let's plug in the data that we have it already. You get profit or loss by preparing trading account. No? So do you know opening stock, sir? Yes. How much is opening stock? 2,20,000. That will come on the debit side of trading account. Okay. Next is purchases. Do we call it as purchases or we'll call it as goods received from head office? Goods received from head office. How much is that? 11 lakh. That is nothing but what, sir? Like purchases only. This is correct. No. This is your purchases. Okay. Next, what did the branch do? Did they sell? Yeah. How much sales they made? 12 lakh. Where will sales come in the trading account? Debit side or credit side? Credit side, you'll write it as sales. How much, sir? 12 lakh rupees. Okay. Next, what, sir? Expense incurred at the branch. You can prepare trading P&L together. You can prepare trading P&L together. First, you don't have to prepare trading and close. If you want, you can first prepare trading account, close it, then prepare P&L account and do it. Study material is directly preparing in one go. So this is your trading P&L account prepared together in one go. They're not splitting between gross profit and net profit. Is that okay with you? If you want, you can also present like that. No harm. But if study material is giving shortcut, we should utilize it. Okay, like that. So how much is the expense of the branch, sir? 45,000. Expense will come on the credit side or debit side? Debit side. Accounted. Yes, no? So the only information is missing. If I find that, I'll know branch ka profit or loss, which is what? Closing stock. Can we get that? You know the equation of already, no, sir? How do you get COGS, COGS? Opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. So with this, you can get closing stock how? Opening stock plus purchases minus COGS. Agreed? Now, sir, how much is opening stock? In this data, we already know opening stock. How much is that? 2,20,000. How much is purchases? Here we have purchases or goods received from head office. That goods received from head office is only like our purchases. How much is that? 11 lakh. Add. These two we have added. Then what do you need to deduct? You should not deduct sales. You should deduct cost of goods sold. Have they given cost of goods sold or have they given sales? Sales. They have given sales, but we need cost of goods sold. Okay, how do we present that? It's like this. Cost price, selling price. Sir, what is the cost to the branch? What is the cost to the branch? 120. How much will they sell it for? 150. It's like this. So if the cost is 120 means selling price is 150. Agreed? Now, has branch made the sale? Yeah. How much have they sold goods worth? 12 lakh. will they sell it at cost price or invoice price? Will they sell it at cost price or selling price? Selling price. That means this 12 lakh represents selling price. This 12 lakh represents selling price. We want what? Cost price. So find out this. How do you get X here? So that is nothing but 12 lakh into 120 divided by 150. Yes, no, sir. That is nothing but what? What is this? X. This is nothing but your cost of goods, sir. Sold. Understood? You can do it in one liner also. 12 lakh represents 150. It represents selling price, meaning it's on 150 ka platform. We want cost to the branch. What is cost to the branch? 120. For 120, how much? So multiply by 120 and divide by 150. You will get cost of the goods sold. How much is that, sir? 9,60,000. Any doubt till here? Any doubt or okay? All right. So opening stock, goods, receipt you got. COGS you got. So that means you will get closing stock as a balancing figure. Opening stock plus goods received from head office minus cost of goods sold will give you closing stock. Understood? If you know closing stock, can you finish trading P&L? Yeah. Closing stock, you got it as 3,60,000, which we plugged it in here. So that means net profit is a balancing figure, which is 1,95,000. Easy na, Saru? Any problem or good? Good. Okay, next, what did they ask? They asked you stock reserve. What is the stock reserve is? Stock reserve means some profit element included. Some profit element included. Now, what is this profit element? Check. We have already done this in amalgamation and all. Okay. Sir, what is the cost of this goods from head office perspective? 100. But did the branch send these goods? Did the branch send this goods at 100 or 120? 120. That means what is the value of closing stock we got it here, sir? What is the value of closing stock we got here? 1 second. Closing stock we got it as 3,60,000. Can I say this 3,60,000 is on 120 ka platform? Is on 120 ka platform. But what is the cost to the cost of these goods from the company perspective? Cost of this goods is only 100. That means can I say 20 rupees is included and in the closing stock? The 20 rupees ka profit element is included in closing stock. Can I tell like that? So it's like that. So that means 3,60,000 represents 120. For 20, how much? If you calculate that, how much is it? Into 20 divided by 120. How much is that, sir? 60,000. The 60,000 is what? A profit element included in closing stock, which we need to eliminate. Not only they're calling it as what, sir? Stock reserve in respect to unrealized profit. Understood? Any problem? No. Or if you want it another way also, you can get it. What is the cost? The cost to the head office is how much? 100 rupees. But how much did they send it to the branch at? They invoiced to the branch at 120. They sent it to the branch at 120. This closing stock is on which platform? This closing stock of 3,60,000 is on 120. Yes, no? We want cost to the overall company. Cost to the overall company is how much? If this is 120 means this is 100. If this is 3,60,000 means how much is X? If you calculate that, it will be what? 3,60,000 into 100 divided by 120. How much is that, sir? 3 lakh rupees. That means overall cost of that closing stock is not 360. It is only 3 lakh. But branch is currently showing it at 3,60,000. So how much is the profit element? The profit element or included in closing stock is 3,60,000 minus 3 lakh, which will be 60,000 rupees. Done, sir? That is one. Actually, stock reserve means profit element included in opening stock and closing stock. Stock reserve means profit element included in stock. Stock you could be opening stock or closing stock. But here they're specifically asking stock reserve in respect to unrealized profit. So opening stock, sir, it is there from the year beginning. Year beginning ka goods, will you still have it or you would have sold off? Sold off. So here when they say in respect of unrealized profit, specifically they are asking you stock reserve with respect to closing stock alone. They are not asking you stock reserve with respect to opening stock. Hence the study material has only calculated stock reserve with respect to closing stock. Okay, is that fine with you people? But stock reserve in reality means what? Profit element included in stock, and stock are of two types, opening stock and closing stock. Is that okay? Any problem here? Okay, what is the breakup of this question now? Closing stock was missing. How did we find that closing stock? Simply we took opening stock, we added purchases, but branch will not have purchases. Rather, they will have goods received from head office. Deduct sales or deduct cost of goods sold. We have to find out cost of goods sold. But what information they are given in the problem is sales. Sales is on 150 ka platform. We want cost to the branch because all this data is on cost to the branch platform. What is the cost to the branch? 120. This 12 lakh is on 150 ka platform. For 120, how much? Find it out. We got. That is your cost of goods sold. That way you will get closing stock as a balancing figure. Once you know closing stock, easily you can find out the profit or loss made by the branch. Then they also asked how much profit element is included in closing stock. Okay, because head office sent the goods to the branch at cost price or invoice price. invoice price. I mean, some profit element is included in branch ka closing stock. That's what we need to find out. So this 3,60,000 ka closing stock is there on which platform? It is on 120 because branch purchases goods on 120. But cost to the head office only is 100. That means indirectly 20 rupees is the profit element. That if you find out, that is nothing but your stock reserve on closing stock. This is one kind of a problem. Okay now? Yeah, this is one. Next, sir, a common question. This may not come that popularly. From this particular chapter, what generally comes is the dependent branch wala question. More often than not, they ask a dependent branch. Till now, what we did, sir? Independent branch. In independent branch, generally they'll ask you to prepare journal entries and they'll ask you to prepare trading P&L account. Trading P&L account usual, we just did now, no? Same format, mein some extra data will be given. Here the data was very less. There in probably an examination question, you may get 3-4 more expense. 3-4 more direct expense, 3 or 4 more indirect expense and ask you to prepare trading or P&L account. That is one type of question. But more popular question is with respect to the dependent branch. More better question is related to dependent branch. So dependent branch means what? Dependent branch means what? They are dependent on the head office for the accounting. They are doing their activities, but accounting activities of all these branches maintained by whom? Head office itself. Head office only maintains all the accounting records of the branch. Okay. Now, sir, excuse me, head office, no, sir. Do you think you should have only one branch or you could have many branches? Second, I'm getting constant messages. I don't know why. Some problem. Huh? Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll figure that out later. But for online, everything is looking good now. Just give a quick confirmation, people. I'm getting some pop-ups. Is everything okay? Is the audio part and the video part clear? Can you give me a quick confirmation? It's fine now. Great, thank you. Okay, so let's go for the next one. Sir, head office, is it necessary we should have only one branch or we could have many branches? Many branches. Now, if head office is maintaining branch call accounting records. Now, one conventional way to know profit or loss made by the branch is prepare a trading account and P&L account of the branch. But branch will have one expense or many expenses. Many expenses. Correct? And if you have like 10-15 branches, to do trading P&L balance sheet of every branch is a big task. Yes, no? Hence, in this dependent branch, there are some shortcut methods. To get to know whether branch made profit or whether branch made a loss, there are certain shortcut method. Conventional way to know profit or loss is what, sir? Prepare trading account and prepare P&L account. Because trading P&L is a little lengthy because you will have 101 expenditure, right? Hence, we have shortcut method. The first shortcut method which head office can utilize to know profit or loss made by the branch, we call it as debtors method. We have something called debtors method. In debtors method, what head office will do is all this accounting is done by whom? All this accounting will be done by head office. Data relates to whom? Branch. But accounting is done by whom? Head office. Okay. Head office will use shortcut method, and one of the shortcut method is what, sir? Debtors method. In debtors method, what is the shortcut is? Head office prepares something called branch account. Head office prepares something called branch account. They, instead of preparing trading P&L, they will prepare branch account. This account is prepared to know whether branch made a profit or they made a loss. Okay. So the rules of this shortcut is very simple. In fact, in regular class, I had given you a logic. Whether you prepare under normal conventional trading P&L method or debtors method, answer will be same. Now, I will not go into all that now because little less shortage of time. So in debtors method, what is the rule is? What head office will do is, listen to this carefully and we'll straight away apply it in one question after this. All assets of the liability will be shown on the debit side of branch account. All the assets of branch account will be shown on the debit side of branch account. Whatever assets branch have, they could have some cash or furniture or machinery, debtors, whatever, stock, whatever. All the assets will be shown on the debit side. Okay, all opening balance of all assets will be shown on the debit side. Closing balance of all assets will be shown on the credit side. Or if you want it in a little more different way, opening balance of all assets, where it will come? When you prepare debtors ledger, where will you show the opening balance? On the debit side. You will write it as what? To balance brought down. Closing balance, where will you write? By balance carried down. Same here also. So you write to balance brought down for opening balance of all the assets. You'll write by balance carried down for closing balance of all the assets. Okay. What about liabilities? Where will, if assets ka opening balance on the debit side means liability ka opening balance on the credit side. Usually liabilities is very, very rare. I've not seen. One or two question mein, rare question mein this has come. Liabilities. Okay. So if at all it has liability ka opening balance you posted on the debit side, closing balance you posted on the credit side. This is the first tool. First, capture all the opening balance of assets and liabilities and closing balance of all the assets and liabilities. Only few things will come in this branch account. Second is, what will the head office do? Will branch purchase the goods or they will receive goods from head office? Receive. What is the journal entry for goods sent to branch accounts? If head office sends the goods to the branch, what is the journal entry? Branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. Are you preparing branch account here? Yeah. If head office sends the goods, the journal entry, what will you post it as? Branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. That is this entry. Is that fine? Sir, it's a dependent branch. It's a dependent branch means, do you think they will keep all the cash or they will remit all the cash to head office? They will remit all the cash to the head office on a periodic basis. That's one of the feature of a dependent branch. Okay. They are dependent on their head office. So when head office, when the branch sells the goods, they will get money. No, they will not keep the money with themselves. They'll remit it back to the head office. What's the journal entry for money received from branch? What's the journal entry for money received from branch? Bank account debit to branch account. So what will be the posting? By bank account. This is what, sir? Remittance received by the branch to the head office, or remittance received from branch. Can I call it like that? Head office has received money from branch. So the journal entry is bank account debit to branch account. So the posting will be by bank account. This is one. Now it's a dependent branch means they will remit all the money to head office, but they will also have their expenditure. Does branch have the money to pay that expenditure? Does branch have the money to pay this expenditure? No. Most of the money they remit it back to the head office. So major expenditure, petty cash expenditure branch will make. So suppose branch wants to buy one asset, one furniture they want to buy, one laptop they want to buy. Will they have that kind of money? Probably no. That means all this expenditure, who will incur? Head office. So what is the journal entry for branch expense met by head office? Branch expense met by head office. What is the journal entry? Branch account debit to bank account. So what will be the posting? In branch account, what will you be posting as? To bank account. This is what, sir? Branch expense paid by the head office. Okay, all this transaction will come. Everything may not come. I've given us complete summary. In this, maybe 80% of the transaction, you will see it in the question. This is one. Done, Asaru? Okay. Sir, what if some money has been sent by the head office to the branch to take care of petty expenditure? Some money head office gave to the branch. Okay, money has been given to the branch. What's the journal entry for money given to the branch? Head office gave some money to the branch. What is the journal entry? Branch account debit to bank account. That will be the posting for this entry. That's what I've written here. Done now. Okay. All right. This is rare. It's okay. So this will not come. It's okay. So cut off this. Now, sir, it's a dependent branch. In case of dependent branch, no, sir. Now you tell me who's doing all the accounting? Who's doing all the accounting? Head office. Now, do you think goods are invoiced to the branch at cost price or invoice price? They will tell in the transaction that head office sent the goods to the branch at invoice price. But who's doing all the accounting? Head office. So in case of this dependent branch, no, sir, that profit element or loading element or stock reserve element has to be removed on three things. What are those three things? Opening stock, closing stock, as well as goods sent to branch account. Because who's doing all this accounting? Head office, correct? So head office only is maintaining all their record. So that means if they say in the question all the goods are sent to invoice price, all that profit, invoice price means it includes profit element or excludes? The very invoice price means selling price. How do you get selling price? Cost price plus profit. Yes or no? In case of dependent branch, if there is any profit, all that profit should be eliminated. Because who's doing all this accounting? Head office. So if you show all this profit, it will look like head office made the profit with itself. Because head office only is doing all the accounting, no? So we'll remove the profit element on three things. One is the opening stock. Another one is closing stock. Another one, goods sent to branch account. So practically will people follow this? Doubtful. Practically will people all do this? Doubtful. But we are not worried about practicality. We are more worried about marks in examination. So all these are there most for the marks. Practically accounting is very, very simple. Branch accounting is not complex as it is given over here and all. This much of drama nobody does. Okay. But all that we'll not worry about it. Right now we have to focus on our examination. For the sake of marks, what needs to be done, we will use that. Okay. So now what did I say over here? Since HO is doing all this accounting, any profit element should be eliminated, and that profit element should come eliminated on three things: opening stock, closing stock, and goods sent to branch account. So opening stock comes on which side here in this account? All assets ka opening balance you are recorded on the debit side. Now opening stock will be recorded at invoice price. They'll give you in the question. Opening stock is shown, opening stock ka invoice price is 1 lakh. That means on this side, how much have you shown? 1 lakh, which is the invoice price. Invoice price means it includes profit. That means what we have to do? Eliminate it. That means opening stock you have to increase or you have to reduce. In a component which is coming on debit side, you have to reduce it. Instead of reducing that component from the debit side, you show the component, you show the profit element on the credit side. That profit element on opening stock only we call it as what, sir? Stock reserve. So you'll write it here as buy stock reserve. We have to reduce opening stock, no? Instead of directly reducing it, we show the stock reserve on the credit side. Effect is same. Understood, sir? So you'll write here buy stock reserve. This is stock reserve on which stock? Opening stock. You'll have stock reserve only on opening stock or also on closing stock? Closing stock. Where will closing stock come? On the credit side. If closing stock comes on the credit side, the profit element removal on that will come on the debit side. So you'll write it as what, sir? To stock reserve on closing stock. Done, sir? Only these two or even one more? Goods sent to branch account. Where is goods sent to branch coming on? Debit side. That means you have to, this is shown at invoice price. Usually they will tell that this is goods are sent to the branch at invoice price. Can you show it at invoice price or only cost price? Cost price. But this is at what value? This is currently shown at invoice price. Hence, what do? Reduce it. Instead of reducing, you show the component on the credit side. You'll write it as what, sir? Buy goods into branch account, whatever is the profit element. All that I'll calculate. Don't worry about calculation part. I'll tell you all this. So fair enough, everybody. After doing all this, any balancing figure that you get is nothing but profit or loss made by the branch. If balancing figure comes on the debit side, it is a profit made by the branch, because this branch account is nothing but your trading P&L account prepared in another fashion. I proved it to you with numbers in regular class. I'll not bother about all that now. Is that okay? So this branch account is nothing but your trading and P&L account. Sir, if you're getting balancing figure on the in trading account on the debit side, what will you write it as? In trading account, you'll write it as gross profit. In P&L account, you'll write it as to net profit. So if you're getting balancing figure, you'll write it as to P&L account or as arrived as balancing figure. This is the profit made by the branch. A shortcut method of arriving at the same thing. Easy now. Now can we quickly go ahead and take it up in one question? But before that, can you quickly summarize this method for me? So what sort of a branch is this? Dependent or independent? What sort of a branch? This is a dependent branch. Dependent branch means branch is dependent on the head office for their accounting. Since branch will have a lot of expense and lot of income, preparing trading P&L account is a little hectic task. Hence we have a shortcut method. What is that shortcut method? Debtors method. Under debtors method, what do we do, sir? Head office will prepare one account. What is the name of that account? Branch account. Or by preparing branch account, the head office will get to know how much profit or loss is made by the branch. For this branch account, there are certain rules. What is the first rule? Show opening balance of all the assets on the debit side. Show closing balance of all the assets on the credit side. If you have liabilities ka opening balance, so show it on the credit side. If liability ka closing balance will come on the debit side. Very rare liabilities, but still if it is there, you can bring it. Then goods sent to branch account will come on the debit side, because the journal entry is bank account debit or branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. That's the reason. And see, if there is any remittance made by branch to HO or HO to remittance, that will come accordingly. Yes, sir. More importantly, since HO only is doing the accounting over here, loading element or profit element should be removed from three components. What are those three components? Opening stock, closing stock, and goods sent to branch account. Opening stock comes on which side? Debit side. Now opening stock is overstated because it is shown at invoice price, but it should be shown at cost price. Hence, instead of reducing opening stock directly, you show stock reserve on the credit side. Closing stock, where it will come? On the credit side. So that is shown at invoice price. So instead of decreasing the closing stock, we show stock reserve on closing stock on the debit side. Goods sent to branch account, where does it come in branch account? On the debit side. Instead of directly reducing that, we write buy goods sent to branch account on the credit side. This is a loading element removal. Yes, sir. Okay, let's take up one question. This one. Vishwakarma of Delhi. This is our class notes itself. Okay, don't worry about karma only. Yeah, karma kanda. That one only. It's okay. Don't worry about the question. You can take any question, but the rules are important. You just need to remember the rules over here. All right. So this and one more method is there. These two methods purely runs on the rules. Just remember the rules and blindly apply them. I will not go into the logic of each of them right now because shortage of time. If you want full rules and all, you can refer to the regular classes. There I have explained to you why we do it like this and all. Okay, Vishwakarma of Delhi branch. Vishwakarma of Delhi has a branch in Jaipur. So head office is there in Delhi. Branch is there in Jaipur. goods are invoiced to the branch at cost plus 25%. Okay. So head office is sending the goods to the branch at cost price or invoice price. What is the cost to the branch? Cost to the head office? 100. Will they send the goods to the branch at 100 only or some profit element? How much is the profit element? 25% on cost. So profit will be how much? 100 cut 25%, which is 25. So what will be the invoice price? 125. Any problem till here? No. Branch is instructed to deposit every day in HO account with the branch. Whatever money branch gets, no, they are asked to deposit to the head office. This is one of the feature of what branch? Dependent branch. Because if it is independent branch will take all their decisions independently. Why will they remit? Yes, no. So they've been asked to instruct to deposit means this is an indicator that it is a dependent branch. They will specify, but just saying for your reference. All the expense are paid through check by the head office. So branch ka all expense who will pay? Head office, because branch does not have cash. No, all its cash it is giving away to HO. So that's the reason all the expense has to be taken care by HO only, except petty cash expense. Small expenditure branch will maintain. Okay, which are paid by the branch. From the following information, prepare a branch account. So under which method you prepare branch account? Debtors method. So sometimes they will use a term under debtors method, find out profit or loss made by the branch. So what do? Prepare branch account like that. Or sometimes directly they will say prepare branch account in the books of head office. That is another way to ask the question. Here directly they've asked prepare branch account. So let's see, sir. They've given the data. So one good thing is, as and when we know the rules, no? As and when we read the data, can we punch in the data? Okay, first they have given stock at invoice price, not cost price. Stock at invoice price. But on 1st April. 1st April means year beginning. Year beginning ka stock is what, sir? Opening stock. So how much is opening stock? 1,64,000. So what is the rule of branch account here? Show opening balance of all assets on the debit side. So first thing you'll write is to balance in the books of head office. You will prepare branch account. What is the branch ka name here? Jaipur branch account. You can also call it as, instead of just branch account, you can write Jaipur branch account. That's fine. Or simply call branch account. It is fine. So the first component is what, sir? To show all the assets ka opening balance. You'll write it as what? To balance brought down. How much is the opening balance of opening stock? 1,64,000. Has it captured? Yes. That's the first thing. Next, what is that? Stock at invoice price on 31st March, meaning at year end. That means this is your closing stock. So closing stock, where it will come? It is assets ka closing balance. Where it will write? On the credit side, you'll write by balance brought down, closing stock 1,92,000 given, which we ticked off. Yes. Okay. Next, what is next one? These two are over. So, debtors on 1st April and debtors on 31st March. So debtors on 1st April is what, sir? Opening balance. Debtors on 31st March is your closing balance. So, given opening balance of debtors and closing balance of debtors. Where will opening balance of debtors come under? Debit side. 63,400. Taken up. To balance brought down. All assets put together, you can write it as to balance brought down. One by one. Is that okay? Debtors ka opening balance 63,400. Debtors ka closing balance 84,300. Given, ticked off. Yes. Okay. Next. These two are over. Next, furniture and fixtures on 1st April. 1st April ka furniture means it is opening balance. How much is opening balance? 46,800. So you'll write to balance brought down under furniture 46,800. But furniture ka closing balance given or missing? Have they given below this? No. So furniture ka closing balance is missing. Maybe we have to calculate that. Let's see. Maybe we have to prepare furniture ka ledger as a working note and get furniture ka closing balance. We'll come to that. As and when we see, we will tick it off. Then we'll figure out about the missing components. Now, cash sales. Okay. Now, how much is, what is the value of cash sales, sir? 8,02,600. What is head office being, or what is the branch instructed? Whatever cash they get daily, they have to give it to the head office. So, branch sold goods worth how much, sir? 8,02,600. Can branch keep this money or they have to give it back? They have to give it back. To whom? Head office. That means head office will receive this money. So, what's the journal entry for money received from head office? Bank account debit to branch account. How much value? 8,02,600. So I've written by bank over here. They've written a working note. 1 minute, we'll figure it out. Okay. How much is that value, sir? 8,02,000. Or 1 moment. Let's probably, I think there are some expenses also over here. Okay. 1 minute. Let's hang on. Instead of doing it directly here, let's prepare a working note only. It will be better over here. Okay. So first, here. Do you know the opening balance of cash, sir? Opening balance of branch cash, do you know? Not given. So to balance brought down 0. Branch sold the goods. What is the journal entry for cash sale? Cash account debit to sales account. How much is that? 2 lakh, 8 lakh 2,600. Because sir, whatever money has, entire money branch has to give it to the head office. So entire money will find out in one go and transfer it. You can transfer it individually also, but this way is little better. Is that okay? Science will prepare it a ledger. We'll get to know how much money branch has, which they have to totally remit to the head office. Yes, sir. So who has this money? 8 lakh 2,600. The branch has this money. Yes, sir. Okay. Next, we look at the next transaction. What is the entry for this? Credit sale. 1 second, hang on, sir. Do you know debtors ka opening balance? Yes. Do you know debtors ka closing balance? Yes. Do you know credit sales? Yeah. But have a quick click through. Have they given anywhere money received from debtors? Here, have they given anywhere money received from debtors? No. That means what? If you have sold the goods, I mean nothing we have received. Sir, this is whole year ka transaction. Whole year you have sold the goods to debtor, not even 1 rupee you would have received. So that means what is the logic? Money has been received from debtors, but how much is it given or missing? Missing. So what we have to do? Prepare debtors ledger and find out how much money is received from debtors. Can we first do that? Okay. So debtors ka, let's prepare a working note. Do you know opening balance of debtor? Yeah, given to be 64,300. What is closing balance of debtor? 46,800. That is I have captured here. Okay. Do you know credit sales? Yeah, how much is credit sale? 7,44,200. What's the journal entry for credit sales, sir? Debtors to sales. Captured. Okay. Check anywhere over there. Have they given bad debt? So discount allowed? Anywhere here? Check only this data is there. Any more data relating to debtor is there or that's all? That's all. So I mean this side total is what, sir? 7,44,200 plus 63,400. If you do, you're going to get 8,07,600. That side also should be 8,07,600. Okay, but that side total is only 84,300. There is something as balancing figure. How much is balancing figure? 7,23,300. Something should come on the credit side. What is that, sir? That is nothing but money received from debtors. What's the journal entry for money received from debtors? Bank account debit to debtors account. This is your branch cash. Understood? Yes, sir. If this information was given, maybe preparing branch debtors account was not necessary. Since that information was missing, we prepared that ledger to get it done now. Okay. Sir, this will affect only debtors ledger or branch cash ledger also? Branch cash ledger also. What is the posting you will pass in branch cash ledger? To debtors 7,23,300. Manageable. So there is some cash sales also. There is some cash received from debtors also. Both are there. Okay, let's proceed further. Then goods are invoiced by the branch to goods are invoiced to the branch by the head office. Head office has sent the goods to the branch. What is the journal entry? Head office has sent the goods to the branch. What is the journal entry? Branch account debit to goods sent to branch account. How much value? 12,56,000. So will it come in your branch account? Yeah, you'll write it as goods sent to branch account. How much, sir? 12,56,000. Manageable. Okay. Next, expense paid by the head office. Whose expense? Branch ka, because they clearly told whatever cash branch has, they will give it off to head office. So what is the journal entry for expense paid by the head office? Branch ka expense paid by head office. So the journal entry is branch account debit to bank account. How much, sir? 2,64,000. What is the posting of this entry in branch account? You'll write it as to bank account. This is your 2,64,000. What is this narration for this, or what will you write for this? This is branch expense paid by head office account. Okay. All right. Next is what, sir? Petty expense paid by branch. Petty expense paid by branch. But do you have any petty cash balance? Do you have any petty cash balance? No. That means how did branch incur this? That means what? Branch has two monies now. Branch has two types of money. What is that? One, they sold some goods on a cash basis and received some money. Branch also received money from debtors. Correct? So entire cash sale value, cash received from debtors, branch will give it to head office, or there are some small expenses. Small expense. How much is that small expense? 20,900. First branch will deduct the 2,900. Balance they will give it to head office. Understood? Okay, people. So what expense is this? Petty expense paid by the branch. So are you preparing branch cash account? Yeah. What's the journal entry for expense paid, sir? Expense account debit to bank account. So you will post it as what, sir? By expense 20,900. Understood? So entire money. What is all this? Add both of this. 723,300 plus 8 lakh. Add these two. So 723,300 plus 802,600. If you add, you're going to get 15,25,900. So how much cash the branch has with itself now? It's 15,25,900. Entire thing they'll remit, or some they will utilize. Some they have utilized for petty expense. For petty expense, how much did they utilize? 20,900. Manageable. So that's the reason that's balance will reduce. Okay, Saru. Okay, great. Next, sir. Next check what happened. Furniture acquired by the branch. Yo. Furniture acquired by the branch ante. But no. Furniture acquired by the branch. Payment was made by branch. See, they've given you more clarity for you. Branch. Whose furniture? Branch ka. Who paid for that furniture? Branch. Who paid for that furniture? Who paid for that? Here. Payment was made by the branch. Branch does not have money. No. They have money. How much money they have? 15 lakh 25 900. So out of 15 lakh 25 900, 20,900 they utilized for petty expense. 5,000 they utilized for furniture purchase. What's the journal entry for furniture purchase, sir? Furniture account debit to branch. Branch only paid this, no? So furniture account debit to, instead of writing furniture to cash, we will write furniture to branch cash. So in branch cash, the posting will be buy furniture. Understood, sir? Okay, that means out of 15 lakh 25 900, how much did branch utilize? 2,900 they use for expense, 5,000 they utilize for furniture. How much money remains? 15 lakh. Any more utilization is there, or that's all? That's all. So that means whatever money now is remaining with the branch. How much money is remaining with the branch now? 15 lakh. That they will give it off to whom? Head office. Understood? Huh? That's all. So this is the remittance made by the branch to the head office. This. Done? What's the journal entry? For now, who's doing the accounting now? Branch is doing the accounting or head office is doing the accounting? So from head office, you think this 15 lakh head office is paying or receiving? Receiving. From whom? Branch. What's the journal entry for money received from branch? Bank account debit to branch account. Head office is doing the accounting. So bank account debit to branch account. So in branch account, what will be the posting? By bank account 15 lakh. That only we arrived at as working note. Okay, sir. Sir, if these expense and if this furniture purchase was not there, no, then whatever money you receive from debtors, whatever cash sale money branch received, total money would have remitted. Okay. Here, since these two expenses are there, first branch will adjust that much from the money. Balance only they will remit to the head office. Like this. Understood, sir? Sir, what about this petty expense and all, sir? It will not come in branch account. No. Under the shortcut method, only whatever we discussed, only those will come. Any expense of branch and all will not come. How much is the petty expense of the branch, sir? 20,900. All that, if you just check over here, will it come in your branch account? No. Okay, all that will not come in your branch account. Hence, that's the reason it's a shortcut. Because expense means branch will have one expense, or they will have hundreds of expense. We don't want to prepare trading P&L account to get to know profit or loss. We want to prepare branch account. Okay, so hence all this expense and all will not come under this method. Okay, Saru? Okay, so all this we have captured, but three things we should not forget under branch accounting. What are those? Remove the loading element on three things: opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch account. So was the goods sent to the, did head office send the goods to the branch at cost price or invoice price? Invoice price. That means is profit element included? Yes. Okay. Now, sir, how much is the opening stock? 1,64,000. So that means this 1,64,000 is invoice price. So some profit element is included. What we have to do? We have to reduce. Will you directly reduce it from opening stock or show it on the opposite side? You'll show it on the opposite side as what? By stock reserve. So by stock reserve, how much? 1,64,000 represents invoice price, meaning it is on what platform? 125. We want what? We want profit element. Profit represents how much? 25. So for 25, how much? So 1,64,000 into 25 divided by 125. Or if you want it another way around, like this: invoice price, profit. If invoice price is 125, this equation. If invoice price is 125 means profit is how much? 25. So you can prorate and put it up in this dabba also. This box can be done. If invoice price is 125, profit is 25. What is the value of closing stock? 1,64,000. What this opening stock is what value? Shown at what value they told in the question? At invoice price. So if invoice price is 1,64,000 means how much is profit? So when you prorate it, how do you get X? 1,64,000 into 25 divided by 125. Like this you can do, or you can simply do in logic. I mean one line. 1,64,000 is on 125 ka platform. How much for? 25. Like that, if you calculate, you'll get stock reserve how much? 32,800. Yes, sir. So this is a stock reserve getting eliminated on opening stock. Now same elimination you have to do it on closing stock, because closing stock is also shown at what value? Invoice price. How much is the invoice price of closing stock? 1,92,000. Directly you'll reduce closing stock and show it on the opposite side. Show it on the opposite side as what? To stock reserve. To stock reserve, this is on the closing stock. What is the closing stock of invoice price? 1,92,000. 1,92,000 is on which platform? Invoice price ka platform, which is 125. We want profit. Profit is on which platform? 25. 1,92,000 is for 125. For 25, how much? If you do that, you're going to get how much, sir? 38,400, like that. 2 over. Then the third one. What is the third loading element we need to remove? Goods sent to branch account. Did you send goods to branch account? Yes. How much did you send? 12,50,000, 56,000. That is also shown at what platform? Invoice price. For this, don't write stock reserve. Stock reserve means the profit element included only in stock. Hence, if you have to reduce means use the same name. Here you have written goods sent to branch account. No, show it in the opposite side also as what? Goods sent to branch account. So 12,56,000 represents invoice price, meaning it is shown on 125. How much is the profit element ka platform, which is 25? How much is this? 2,51,200. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for your comments, Paul. All right. So are we good with this? This is the funda. Okay, sir. So suppose there is a goods returned, means what to do, sir? First, what you can do is, sir, goods sent to branch account, where will you show? Debit side. So goods return, you will show it on the opposite side. That means on returns, if you are showing if you are showing goods return separately, means goods return will be shown at cost price or invoice price. That means on this also you have to calculate loading element on and show it on the opposite side. Okay, yeah, you have to do it. Why is I'm saying if you show it like that, you have to do it like this. But better approach is, whenever there is a return, don't show the return on the credit side. Rather, you reduce the return from goods into branch account itself. That way, you don't have to calculate loading element again. 2 times loading element need not be removed. Okay. So always take goods into branch account and net amount. So if there is any return, reduce it directly from here, so that double adjustment you can avoid it. Comfortable, Asaru? Okay, this is all the overall rule. So anything is missed ticking or everything ticked off? Everything ticked off. But 1 second, hang on. Furniture ka closing balance we have or we don't have? We don't have. So furniture ka depreciation data they've given. Yeah, you have to depreciate office furniture by how much? 10% on what basis? WDV basis. But 1 second, hang on. Did you purchase any furniture? Yes. More importantly, did you purchase it on the first day of the year or 1st October? Sir, year begins on April. You purchase furniture only on October. That means on this new furniture, you will depreciate it for whole year or only 6 months. October, November, December, January, February, March. So you will calculate depreciation only for 6 months. So let's open furniture ledger. Do you know furniture ka opening balance? Yeah, furniture ka opening balance is given to be 46,800. Did you purchase any furniture? Yeah. Who paid for this furniture? Head office or branch? Branch. Sir, when you write bank account here, no? When you write just bank account, this bank account relates to head office. Because who's doing all this accounting? Head office. So if you just write bank, it means it is HOKA bank. When you write branch cash or branch bank, it is a money belonging to the branch. Like that. So be specific. Is that okay with you? Now, who paid for this furniture? Head office or branch? Branch. That means you should write furniture account debit to bank account or branch cash account. You can't write furniture to bank. You should write furniture account debit to branch cash. Because if you write bank, it look like an indication that head office paid for it. Did HO pay for it or branch paid? Branch paid. That means you'll write the entry furniture account debit to branch cash. Yes, Asaru? That's what you have posted here also. No? Any doubt? Now on furniture, you have to depreciate. On this 46,800, full year ka depreciation at 10%. And in this 5,000, you will depreciate only for 6 months. If you add total depreciation, you're going to get 4,930. So after all this, what, sir? No other adjustment is there in furniture account. So remaining is what? Balancing figure is what? Closing balance. How much is closing balance? 46,800. So depreciation will not come, sir. No, under this method, no, sir. Under this method, expense and all will not be recorded. Only asset ka opening and asset ka closing. What is asset furniture ka closing balance? 46,870. Show that on the credit side. Is that fine? Anything else or all the rules taken care of? All the rules taken care of. So everything we have ticked. Any balancing figure in the branch account represents either a profit made by the branch or loss made by the branch. You're getting balancing figure on the debit side. So that means what? It is a profit made by the branch. Okay, sir. Or 2 minutes, can I explain that logic once again of this method? Instead of his formula, you want it? You've forgotten? This method of logic, why do we do like this? You don't want it? This is okay. He's saying, he's giving look, that guy is telling what is your problem, da? Let him tell, no? This time I can't even use that dialogue. You paid full fees, anta. Because you paid no fees, revision free, no? Yeah. Okay, no problem. 2 minutes, I'll quickly spend. It's okay. Because if you maybe know the logic, even if you forget the rule, maybe you can construct it. So now, sir, let's assume, for simplicity, I'm not going to take the whole data. You received some goods at free of cost. Let's assume that for simplicity. Okay, you have some goods. You had some goods. It's possible, no, sir. Let's say I want to start selling this bottle. I want to sell the bottle. My business is to sell the bottle. I already have 100 bottles with me. I already have 100 bottles with me. Sir, capital can be introduced in the form of cash, or goods also you can introduce as capital. Possible, no? Okay. This goods I already have. Okay. That I want to sell now. So let's do a thing. Let's test this method called logic. Sir, debtors ka opening balance. Let's say opening balance of debtors is 1 lakh. Closing balance of debtors is, let's say, 2 lakh rupees. Okay. Now, sales is let's say here taken. Okay, this I'll take it as 3 lakhs. Okay, maybe I'll make it as 3 lakh 50,000. Sales I'll make it as 3 lakh 50,000. So what is the total this side? 4.5 lakh. This side also should be how much, sir? 4.5 lakh. Okay. Then we have some bad debts. Let's say 50,000. We have some bad debts to the extent of 50,000. Or how much I'm getting as balancing figure? 2 lakh. No. Okay. That means I'll make the bad debts as 75,000. Okay. Now, is the journal entry matching or there is a balancing figure? Balancing figure. How much balancing figure you're getting, sir? 4.5 minus 2.75. If you do, how much you're going to get? 1,75,000 is a balancing figure. What is that balancing figure? Money received from debtors. Yes, no, that means you'll write it as by bank account. Any problem? Till here, good, everybody? Okay. Sir, if you prepare P&L account, okay, trading P&L account, what will you write it as? You receive this goods at free. So that means you'll write it as what, sir? By sales. If you prepare normal P&L, you'll write by sales how much? 3.5 lakh. This goods, let's assume that you received it free, of course, for simplicity purpose. Okay. So by sales, you'll write 3.5 lakh. Is there any bad debts? Yeah. How much is bad debts, sir? 75,000. So bad debts will come on this side. That means what is the final profit made by the branch? What is the final profit made by the branch? 3,50,000 minus 75,000, which is how much, sir? 2,75,000. Understood? 2,75,000. Manageable. So finally, if you receive this goods at free of cost, if you do trading P&L account in normal way, you'll get a profit of 2,75,000. Yes. Let's try it out in this method. In this method, what do we do, sir? We prepare something called branch account. What is branch account ka rule? Show opening balance of all assets on the debit side. Here, do you have any asset? Yeah, one asset we have called debtor. So debtors ka opening balance will come on the debit side. So you'll write it as what? 1 lakh. Yes, sir. That's all? No, closing balance of all the assets will come on the credit side. What is the closing balance? 2 lakhs. So you'll write it as 2 lakhs. Yes. Any problem? Any problem or good? Good. How much money you receive from debtors? 1,75,000. Sir, it's a dependent branch. What will the dependent branch do? Will they keep the money with themselves or remit to the branch? Will remit to the head office. The branch will remit to the head office. What's the journal entry for money received from branch? Bank account debit to branch account. So that means you will post this as what, sir? How much money you collected from debtors? How much money branch collected from debtors? 175. That money branch will give it to head office. So that means you will post it as by bank account 1,75,000. Yes, sir, Saru. Any problem? So what is the rule of this entry? Once again, you tell me all the rules. Opening balance of all the assets on the debit side. Closing balance of all the assets on the credit side. If branch has incurred any expense of branch, it will come on the debit side. Is that in my example, all that is there? No. Goods sent to branch is there or you've ignored it? Ignored it. Okay, all that I've ignored it. Okay. Stock reserve and all is there or I've ignored that also? I've ignored all that for the sake of simplicity. Okay. That means all the things, whatever I had to do as per the rule, I've already done. So check, sir. Total is this side is how much? 3,75,000. This side total also should be how much? 3,75,000. Is the branch account matching or you're getting balancing figure? How much balancing figure you're getting? 2,75,000. Sir, any balancing figure in branch account, what do we call it as? Profit or loss made by the branch. How much are you getting as profit? 275. In the previous method, how much did you get as profit? 275. Whether you do it under conventional way or under debtor method, answer will be same. But this is a shortcut method. So under this method, check. Under this method, there was bad debts. Under this method, there was bad debts. Did I post bad debts anywhere here? No. Because under this method, expense and all will not post. Only asset ka opening, asset ka closing. Remittance made. Goods sent to branch account. Whatever we discussed, only those will come. Only those if you post. The final answer that you get under normal method and this method, answer will be same. So rules will work out. Is that okay with you? I'm just proving it to you with the example there. Yes, sir. Okay. So this is one method. This is one shortcut method where head office can find profit or loss made by the branch. This method ka name is what, sir? Debtors method. In debtors method, which account do we prepare? Branch account to know the profit or loss made by the branch. There is another method. Can I get to that method? Another method is little crazy. It is called stock and debtors method. It is called stock and debtors method. Okay. Don't ask me whether they follow all this. Most probably no. I have not seen at least. Okay. I have not seen after my qualification. I have not seen any of this. Okay. Probably you will also not see. Okay. But all these are for the sake of marks. How many marks? At least for 8 to 10 marks. At least 8 marks in my opinion. Because these could be a little bit of lengthier side. Okay. So another shortcut method is there. Same. It's what branch again, sir? Dependent branch. That means all this accounting will be done by whom? Head office. So to know profit or loss made by the branch, there is another method called stock and debtors method. Under stock and debtors method, no sir, many ledgers will be prepared by the head office of the branch. First ledger will be prepared is branch ka stock account. Then branch ka debtors account. Then we usually prepare branch ka cash account, goods sent to branch account, branch adjustment account, and then finally branch P&L account. These ledgers will be prepared. Okay. Now, what is the thing is branch stock account. Sir, I had given you notes. If you remember my notes, I had given you branch stock account resembles your trading account. Branch stock account is like your trading account, except all the components are shown at invoice price. If you flip your notes back and refer, I have told all this. I had given you these things. Yes. So here, no sir, branch stock account is prepared like trading account. Now visualize. Opening stock, where it will come on the trading account? Debit side. So opening stock, you'll write it as 2 balance brought down. Okay. Now, and purchases, where it will come? Debit side. Sales, where it will come? Credit side. So you have to prepare this branch stock account in the same fashion. You have to prepare this branch stock account in the same fashion. Now you have to think, if branch receives the goods from head office, stock balance will be same or it will increase? If branch receives some goods from head office, stock value will be same or it will increase? Increase. Now when you're preparing this ledger, no, you have to think whether the stock balance is increasing or stock balance is reducing. That's all. So when you receive goods from the branch, when you receive goods from head office, stock will increase. Let's say you had goods worth 1 lakh rupees. Branch already had goods worth 1 lakh rupees. They received 3 lakh more from head office. They received goods worth 3 lakh more from head office. That means how much goods they have now? 4 lakh. That means what happened to branch ka stock? Same or increased? Increased. So opening balance of stock, where it will come? On the debit side. You'll write it as what, sir? Don't write to opening stock because you're not preparing trading account. You're preparing branch stock account. In stock account, mein, opening stock means it is a opening balance of stock. Opening balance of stock, where it will come? 2 balance brought down. This is your opening stock. In these problems, I told, will branch purchase the goods or they will receive the goods? Receive the goods. From whom? Head office. Purchases, where it will come on the trading account? Visualize. If you're confused, visualize trading account. Purchases, where it will come? Debit side. So will the branch purchase it or receive from HO? That means the goods received from head office is like purchases only. So where you should show? On the debit side. Or another way around. When you receive the goods from head office, branch stock will increase. Branch stock is an asset. Asset have debit balance. How do you increase that? Again debit it. Why will it increase? Because you receive goods from head office. So you'll write it as 2 goods into branch account. Because H only is preparing this, no? So instead of writing goods received from head office, you'll write it as goods sent to branch account. Manageable. That is one. After receiving the goods, what will a branch do, sir? They will sell. They may sell these goods for cash, on a cash basis or credit basis. So when you sell the goods, stock value will be same or it will reduce? It will reduce. So what's the journal entry for, where will you show sales, sir? Visualize. Trading account, where will you show sales? Credit side. So instead of writing by sales, you write it as by branch debtors account. Because what is the journal entry for credit sales? Debtors to sales. Here, instead of writing debtors to sale, you write it as debtors to stock. Debtors to stock. Because when you sell, stock value will reduce. So hence you'll write it as by debtors or you'll post it as by branch debtors account in stock account. Yes, sir. What's the journal entry for cash sales? Cash account debit to sales. That is your normal entry. But are you maintaining sales here or stock ledger? Stock ledger. So when you sell, stock balance will reduce. So what is the journal entry? Branch cash account debit to branch stock account. So the posting will be what, sir? By branch cash account. Yes, sir. So now you have to think only whether stock value is increasing or stock value is reducing. Like that. Okay, but sir, this is at selling price, no, sir? Yeah. Here, sir, every component of this branch stock account is recorded at invoice price. Okay, that means even opening stock, goods sent to branch account, all these components are shown at what value? Invoice price. That means ideally this account should have a balancing figure or it should get matched. It should get matched because every component is shown at what value? Invoice price. That means you should not have any profit or you should not have any loss. By mistake or by chance if you're getting any balancing figure. Transfer that to an account called branch adjustment account. What does that mean is, Let's say invoice price was 120. Invoice price for simplicity is 120. So all the components should be shown at what, sir? 120. That means ledger should match. But sir, branch got to know that they will be able to sell this goods for 150. There is some market. There is some market. There is a heavy demand. They thought instead of selling those goods at 120, let's sell it for 150. Now you tell me this ledger will match, huh? No. Opening stock, goods sent to branch and all is shown at what value? 120. But sales is made at what value? 150. That means this ledger match or there will be a balancing figure. Balancing figure means what? Some extra profit made by the branch. Here all the profit element, no sir, will be adjusted through which account? Branch adjustment account. All the loading element, whatever we discussed previously, what are the loading element on? Opening stock, closing stock and goods sent to branch account. All that loading element removal also will happen through branch adjustment account. That's the reason any balancing figure you transfer it to branch adjustment account. Manageable? Okay, give me a quick recap again. First account, what do we prepare, sir? Branch stock account. For simplicity, you can think like this branch stock account is like your trading account, except that all the components are shown at invoice price. So opening stock, where it will come? Debit side. Will you write it as opening stock or to balance brought down? To balance brought down. Then will you have purchases or goods received from head office? Goods received. In fact, we don't say goods received from head office because this accounting is done by HO. They will write it as what? Goods sent to branch account. So branch will not have purchases. Rather, they will have goods sent to branch account. So where will that goods sent to branch account appear? On the debit side. Because when you receive the goods, branch stock balance will increase. After that, what will happen? Branch will sell. Two kinds of sale, cash sale and credit sale. When you make cash sale and credit sale, stock value will reduce. So show both the components on the credit side. Okay, and closing stock you show it on the credit side as balancing figure. So ideally, since every component is shown at invoice price, the ledger should match. If at all there is a balancing figure, that is some extra profit or some extra loss that you transfer it to which account? Branch adjustment account. That's the thing. Yes, sir. Next, you prepare something called branch debtors account. Usually, branch debtors account is prepared to get to know cash received from debtors. Usually, in these sort of problems, cash received from debtors will not be given. To get to know how much cash is received from debtors, we prepare branch debtors account or credit sales will be missing. One of the two components, either credit sales or cash received from debtors will be missing. To get to know that, we prepare branch debtors account. Branch debtors account is usual. You know, the opening balance of debtors on the debit side, closing balance on the credit side. Bad debts and all if you have means the credit side. Like that you go on posting. Is that fine? Don't write sales as debtors to sales. Here instead of debtors to sales, the entry will be debtors to stock account. Debtors to branch stock account. That's the only thing. Yes, people? Okay. Now, usually next account that you wish to prepare, I've not written a format over here. Usually another account that you will prepare here is the branch cash account. I'll tell you with the problem here. One problem immediately we'll take up. Another account we usually prepare is what's the branch cash account. Why do we prepare branch cash account? Is usually cash sales will be missing. Cash sale ka information is missing. To get that information, we usually prepare branch cash account. Either this or cash from debtors. Cash from debtors. One of these two components will be missing. To get to know that, we prepare branch cash account. Okay, sir. This is one. Next, goods sent to branch account. Now, goods are sent to branch account at what price? Invoice price. Sir, who's doing all this accounting? Head office. Now, head office purchase the goods. Head office purchase the goods. Can they sell these goods now? Can they sell these goods or they give it off to branch? They give it off to branch. That means who will record all the sales? Branch, right? So hence goods sent to branch account you have credited here, no, will be adjusted from purchases. It will be adjusted from purchase because the head office purchased it. Then they sent the goods to branch account. So that means this goods sent to branch is nothing but like for head office, it's like a sale, no? So this goods sent to branch account will be adjusted with what, sir? Purchases. But the main problem is the goods sent to branch account is shown at what value? Invoice price. But purchase is always shown at cost price. Let's say invoice price is 120. Cost price is only 100. Will the ledger match or there will be a balancing figure? What is that balancing figure? 20. That is nothing but profit element. Here all the profit element will be adjusted through which account? Branch adjustment account. Is that okay? So record this entry. Once again, I'll tell you with problem. If you have forgotten, no issues. I'll take you with problem, but just keep an open mind. Those of you who have done it, it should be a quick revision for you. Okay, next, we prepare something called branch adjustment account. Why do we prepare branch adjustment account? To remove the loading element on everything. Everything means opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch account. After removing the loading element, if still any balancing figure is there, okay, this is like your trading account. What does trading account give you? Trading account, what does it give you? Gross profit. Where do you transfer that gross profit to? Branch P&L. Because we are talking not about head office, we are talking about branch. So after removing all loading element, if branch adjustment account has any profit, that is nothing but the gross profit made by the branch, which will be transferred to branch P&L account. Is that okay? Finally, we prepare branch P&L account to get to know how much profit or loss is made by the branch. Don't ask me whether it is followed or not. I don't know. Whether an exam has it come? Yes. Few times. Is it important for exam? Yes. Many people will do this as a self-study. They look through the ledger and they'll be like, yappa, what is this? Skip. Actually, this is very, very easy problems. All you need to do is solve 1 or 2 question. Entire method will come to your head. Just a case of 1 or 2 question ka practice. Because everything is a rule-based activity. Okay, that's all. It is simple. Once you know the rule, go on plugging the numbers, fatafat, you'll go on pitching. Now, we'll quickly revise the rules and then we'll apply it in one of the questions. Now, which is another shortcut method? Stock and debtors method. And the stock and debtors method, what does the head office do? They prepare one ledger or many ledgers? Many ledgers. What is the first ledger? Branch stock account. The point here is branch stock account resembles your trading account. Don't tell I told all this in outsider. I'm telling all this data only for you to remember it. Don't tell he told it was like trading account. No, it is not trading account. I'm saying for your easy remembrance, you can think of it as what? Trading account. So visualize trading account. What all will come in trading account? Opening stock. Instead of purchases, what will come? Goods sent to branch account. On the other side, it will be sales. Okay, so you have to plug in the finger. When you write branch stock account, instead of opening stock, you'll write to balance brought. Then you'll write goods sent to branch account. On the other side, sales. Sales could be credit sales or cash sale. So when you sell the goods now, don't write sales. When you sell the goods, stock value will reduce. So if it is a cash sale, the entry is branch cash account debit to branch stock account. So in your branch stock account, the posting will be by branch cash. If it's a credit sale, the journal entry will be, it's not debtors to sale. It will be debtors to branch stock account. So in your branch stock account, the posting will be by branch debtors. And then closing stock will come as by balance carried down. Since everything is shown at invoice price, ledger should automatically match. If it doesn't match, balancing figure to branch adjustment account, because it's you have sold it at extra profit. And here all the profits are adjusted initially through which account? Branch adjustment account. Then branch debtors account we prepare. Usually, why do we prepare branch debtors account? Because credit sales or cash received from debtors information will be missing. To get to know that, we prepare branch debtors account. Then we prepare branch cash account. Why do we prepare branch cash account? Cash received from debtors or cash sale information will be missing. To get to know that, we prepare branch cash account. Then goods sent to branch account we adjusted with what? Head office purchased the goods and they sent it to branch. That means it is related to what? Purchases. So goods sent to branch account you adjusted with purchases. But goods will be sent at invoice price. Purchases shown at cost price. Ledger will perfectly match out. There will be a balance. That is nothing but loading element on goods sent to branch. All loading element here are adjusted through which account? Branch adjustment account. Then finally, we prepare branch adjustment account to remove loading elements on 3 things. Opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch account. Any balancing figure in branch adjustment account represents the gross profit made by the branch, which will be transferred to branch P&L. Finally, prepare branch P&L account to get to know final profit or loss made by the branch. That's all is the rule. Yes. You see how I remember? Practice. That's all. 1 or 2 questions. If you practice, it'll come the same thing. So don't skip all this question. Okay. So initially it looked like maybe tough if you've forgotten. I'm saying, okay, in a class we have done at least, I think I remember doing at least 2 questions on this. Okay, that time you would have understood. But the problem is after class, no, you would have not revised. Later on, next you will open the book only on the examination day. That is the problem. In that case, all the things you would have forgotten. That's the reason I've given you all notes also. Entire point I've dictated in your notes. If you forget it, if you flip through the notes, you will get all this. Okay, but I don't have time to go through all that because this is not regular class. This is law. Last time I checked, it was a revision class. But it is going like more like a regular class according to me. Yeah, all the time extra I'm taking. Yeah, no problem. It's fine. You are giving me weird look. That's the reason. Especially you two. Probably when last you attended class 1.5 years back. That is the problem. Okay, no issues. Some of the recorded guys who are watching this class, they're saying, why do watch this? Because they would have watched the class only 1 month or 15 days back. They feel all this is anyway we know of. If you know it, you're able to recollect it, awesome. Okay, fine. So let's go for the next question. Mahavir, the Kolkata, started a branch in Hosur. So the key word there is started. You started a branch in the current year means, will you have any opening stock? That means no opening stock, no opening balance of debtors. In fact, no opening balance at all, correct? Because you started the branch only in the current year. Goods were sent to the branch at 20% above cost. Branch makes both cash sale and credit sale. Great. Branch expense are met from branch cash and balance money is remitted to head office. So how much ever money branch has, no, first the entire money they will not give it to head office. Some expense deduction they will do, and then balance only they'll remit to head office. Branch does not maintain double entry books. That means automatically it is what kind of a branch? Dependent branch. And necessary accounts relating to branch are maintained in head office. So head office only maintains branch ka account. Further details are given. At the end, they're saying what check? Show the necessary ledger account according to stock and debtor system. So clearly mention the method. Okay, in stock and debtors method, how many ledgers you need to have? Branch stock, branch debtors, then you have branch cash, goods into branch account, branch adjustment, branch P&L. Have all the ledgers first. The best way to do this particular ledger is don't close the ledger one by one, because all the ledgers will be interconnected here. So what you do is you need 6 ledgers. Now all the ledger ka format first you draw and read the component one by one. That component you have to go on posting into the ledgers. That's all is this. Have 6 ledgers, go on posting one by one. Can we do that? So all the 6 ledgers, I have it here. First, goods sent to branch account, 50,000. In fact, 1 minute, they told what, sir? Cost of the goods sent to branch account. How much? 50,000. Okay. So goods sent to branch account, where it will come? Are we preparing trading account here or branch stock account? When in branch stock account, when goods is sent means branch stock will be same or it will increase? It will increase. Yes. So where will you post this? For branch, it is like purchases. So where this entry will come? On the debit side. Yes. So debit side of which account? Branch stock account. In branch stock account, you write to goods sent to branch account. But the catch here is branch stock account. No, all the components should be shown at invoice price. But this 50,000, what they give is the cost price. So can we take cost price? No. What value were the goods sent at? 20% above cost. So 50,000 plus 20% you do. How much is that? 60,000. That means the value will not be recorded at 50. It will be recorded at 60,000. Opening balance is 0 because branch was only started in the current year. No, series. Done now. Okay. So what is the entry for this? Branch stock account debit to goods sent to branch account. Are you opening goods sent to branch account? Yes. In that ledger, what is the posting? In goods sent to branch account, you'll post it as by branch stock 60,000. Like that, post it off simultaneously. Otherwise, you will forget it. Each ledger ka posting simultaneously, you need to go on pushing here. Do not forget that. Yes. Next component we'll go for. Goods received by branch till 31st March at invoice price 54. Sir, how much goods we sent? 60,000. How much branch received? 54. That means that 6,000 is a goods in transit. GIT. That goods is still in highway. Okay. But anyways, these are branch and debtors. No. Sir, whenever there is a branch and debtors wala system, no, if head office says I've sent the goods and if the goods is in highway, we can record transit items. We can record transit items. Like I asked you, what's your name? I forgot. Dharni. So suppose Dharni is our student. Okay, she has to pay fees. Okay, assume you already paid, no, you already paid. Yes. Okay, she has to pay fees. Let's assume. Okay, let's say she has to pay a fees of 40,000 rupees for inter coaching. Now, sir, we asked her, Dharani, when will you pay the money? She said, I'll pay tomorrow, sir. Pakka. Today only we'll go and pass the journal entry, bank account, debit to Dharani account. Will we do that? Will we do that or will not do it? Will not do it. Why? Because as far as the company is concerned, don't take to your heart over here. Okay. As far as the company is concerned, student is separate, company is separate. Correct? Only when the student pays the money, then only we will record. Yes. Correct. But in case of branch and head office, they belong to different companies or same company? Same company. So if head office says I've sent the goods and it is in highway, can branch trust that and do the accounting? Yes. I'm not saying I don't trust you. Okay, just saying that's the way we do it. In case of an outsider, we will not record transit item. But in case of branch or department and all, no, transit items are recorded. The transit items could be goods in transit or check in transit, both. Okay, so here, how much is the goods received by head office? Only, or how much is the goods received by branch? Only 54. But how much goods was sent? 60,000. That means how much goods are still in highway? 6,000. So should be recorded? Yes. Should we already recorded it? Yeah. Here we did not take 54. We took 60,000. This includes what, sir? Transit item. Manageable. Because in case of branch and head office, transit items are recorded like that. Yes. Next. Credit sale 58,000. What's the journal entry for credit sale? Normal entry. Debtors to sale. But here will we say debtors to sale or debtors to stock? Debtors to stock. So in branch stock account, what will be the posting? By branch debtors, how much? 58,000. Yes, sir. So in branch debtors account, what will be the posting? In branch debtors account, you'll write to branch stock account 58,000. Okay, sir. Next, sir. Sorry, invoice prices, sir. Yes, sales are any which we made at invoice price. Okay. Debtors as on 31st March. Debtors as on 31st March means it is debtors ka closing balance. Debtor will not have opening balance because branch is just started. But debtors ka closing balance is given to be 20,800, which we ticked off. Okay, next. Bad debts and discount written off. What is the journal entry for bad debts, sir? Bad debts to debtors. So in your debtors ledger, the posting will be by bad debts 200. Yes, sir. Sir, this bad debts is an expense. Now, are we preparing P&L account? Yeah. That means this bad debts will also be transferred where? To P&L account. In branch P&L account, are you able to see bad debts 200? Yes, that is a transfer entry. So immediately transfer in every account. Don't keep it any pending there because otherwise you lose the connection. Okay. Next, what is the next they've given? Cash remitted to the head office. Are we preparing branch cash here? Yes. When the head office remits or when branch remits, their bank balance will reduce. What's the journal entry, sir? What's the journal entry, sir? You can pass the entry like this. Ideally in the books of branch, the entry should be what? HO account debit to bank account. Okay, in the books of head office, the journal entry will be bank account debit to branch account. Correct? No. But here, who is doing all this accounting? HO only. That means what will HO say? Bank account debit. But whose bank balance reduced? Branch ka. So in your branch cash balance, the posting will be what, sir? By bank account. Is that okay? Or if it's confusing for you, you pass the entry from HO perspective only because all these are anyway working notes. It's okay. Okay, what's the journal entry for cash remitted to the head office? What's the journal entry for cash remitted to head office? Head office account debit to branch cash account. Yes, no, head office account debit to branch cash account. So in branch cash account, what will be the posting? By head office account. Is that okay? So if you can clearly remember it, you can write it as by bank. If by bank is confusing for you, because there's also branch bank, there's also bank. If it is confusing for you, instead of bank, write it as by HO. It is fine. Okay, Saru. All right. How much is that, sir? How much is the value of remittance? 43,000. So 43,000 can we take off? Yeah. Next one. What is the next one they've told? Cash in hand at the branch as on 31st March. As on 31st March, what is this? Closing balance of cash. Opening balance of cash is 0 because branch is just started. Closing balance is given to be 2,000. Great. Next is what? Cash remitted by the head office to the branch. That means branch cash balance will increase. So pass the entry from branch perspective only for easy perspective. If branch has received money from head office, what's the journal entry? Bank account debit to or bank account debit to head office account. So what will be the posting you'll write to head office account? Actually, the entry should have been to bank. Instead of that, you can also write it as to HO to avoid the confusion for you. Yes, sir. So how much money has been received from head officer? 3,000 rupees. Yes. Or if you wanted in even more simple terms, sir, debit side of bank account is for receipts. Credit side is for all the payments. So if you're receiving means, if branch is receiving means, put it on the receipt side. If branch is paying means, put it on the credit side. Is that okay? All these are working notes and the name will not make much difference there. Comfortable? Okay. Next is what, sir? This we have already targeted. Next, closing stock of the branch at invoice price. Where will closing stock come? In branch stock account. As what it will come? On the credit side, you'll write it as by balance carried on. But hang on. This is closing stock at closing stock at branch. But this is the value of the goods at branch. Every goods branch received or some are in highway? Some are in highway. That means this 6,000 includes that highway item or it does not? It does not. But should we include it? Yes. We already included it in goods sent to branch account. That means it should also be included in closing stock also. The value of closing stock they have given is how much? 6,000. But 6,000 are in highway. That means the closing stock value is not 6,000. It is 6,000 plus 6,000 which is 12,000. Understood? Okay, because branch has not received this goods. So it is not there in branch ka go down. As per branch ka go down, the value of the goods that with them is how much? Only 6,000. But in case of debtors and head office, in case of HO and branch, will we record transit item? Yes. Hence, the closing stock will not be shown at 6. It will be 6 plus 6, which is 12,000 rupees. Easy, Saru. Okay, next is what, sir? Expense incurred by the branch. If a branch incurs some expense means a branch cash balance will reduce. It's a payment. Payment where it will come? Credit side. Or what is the journal entry for expense paid? Expense account debit to branch cash. So in branch cash account or branch bank account, what is the journal entry? Or what will be the posting? By expense account. This expense where it will go? Are you preparing any P&L? Yes. Expense will come in P&L? Yes. In P&L account, you write it as 2 expense. How much? 12,000 rupees. Corresponding posting. Okay. All right. Anything done or everything accounted? Everything accounted. Now, sir, here, before you close in a hurry, always check. Each ledger will be connected here. First, let's look at debtors ka ledger. Do you know debtors ka opening balance? Zero, not there. Closing balance? Yes. Credit sales, do you have? This branch stock is nothing but what, sir? This is your credit sales. So, what information is missing from branch debtors account? You made some sales also, you have closing balance also, you have bad debts also. What is the information is missing? Cash received from debtors. That's what I told you. Usually we prepare branch debtors account to get what? Either to get cash received from debtors or credit sale. Here credit sale information is given. So what is missing? Cash received from debtor information is missing. What's the journal entry for cash received from debtors? Who will receive? Head office or branch will receive? Branch. So posting will be branch cash account debit to branch debtors account. So you'll write it as what, sir? By branch cash account arrived as a balancing figure. Understood? So this ledger is completely closed. Any problem? So same entry you have to post it in branch cash also. What will be the posting in your branch cash account? What is the posting for this? What is the entry is branch cash to branch debtors. So in your branch cash account, what will be the posting? You'll write it as to branch debtors 37,000. Corresponding posting. Yes, sir. Okay. So usually I told, why do we prepare a branch bank account or branch cash account? Either to get cash received from debtors, that already we know, or credit sale as a balancing figure. To get one of these components, we prepare branch cash account. Okay, another cash sale. Either to get cash sale or cash received from debtors, we prepare this account. Cash received from debtors, we already know. Now add up, sir. This side total, if you do it, it is how much? 45, 55, 57. That side also should be 57. Is it matching or balancing figure? We're getting 17,000 as balancing figure. So what is that balancing figure? It is nothing but cash sale. What is the journal entry for cash sale? Cash to sale or cash to stock here? Cash account debit to or branch cash account debit to branch stock account. Yes, sir. So this ledger is fully closed up. This entry will only affect a branch bank account or also it will affect branch stock account. Branch stock account. In branch stock account, what will be the corresponding posting? By branch bank account or branch cash account, 17,000 is the corresponding posting. Yes, sir. All right. So all the components has come in branch stock account. Ideally, branch stock account should get matched. Is it matching or balancing figure? Here we're getting 27,000 balancing figure. That means did we sell the goods at invoice price or much higher? Much higher. That means this is your profit element. No? Here all the profit element are initially transferred to which account? Branch adjustment account. So you transfer it off to branch adjustment account. Derived or balancing figure? Balancing figure. Yes, sir. So this, what is the posting you will pass in branch adjustment account now? The entry here is branch stock to branch adjustment. In branch adjustment account, what will be the posting? By branch stock account 27,000. Yes, sir, Saru. Okay, next we have one more account called goods sent to branch account. I told goods sent to branch account should be adjusted from what? Purchases. Sir, what is the cost of the goods you have sent to branch? 50,000. So you purchase the goods at 50, but invoice price is 60. What is the cost price? 50,000. That means you will write here two purchases how much? Cost price of 50,000. Yes, sir. Because goods sent to branch, you have to adjust it from purchases. Purchases what balance? Or if you're confused with the entry, purchases what balance? Debit balance. Goods sent to branch, you are adjusting with purchase. So purchase will get nullified. Purchase has debit balance. How do you nullify it? Credit it. What are you adjusting with? Goods sent to branch account. Goods sent to branch account. So what is the entry? Goods sent to branch account debit to purchases account is the entry. But this entry has to be passed at invoice price or cost price? Cost price. So you pass that entry. Is this ledger matching or there is a balancing figure? Balancing figure. What is that balancing figure? Loading element on. Loading element on goods sent to branch. Here all the loading element or profit element will be adjusted through which account? Branch adjustment account. So this 10,000 loading element will be adjusted to branch adjustment account. Like that. Okay, sir. So what will be the posting in branch adjustment account? Here you have written goods sent to branch adjustment. So there you will post it as what, sir? By goods sent to branch account. Yes, sir. Okay, now go back to your theory. It's a dependent branch means on three things you need to remove loading element. Opening stock, closing stock, goods sent to branch. What is this 10,000? Loading element on goods sent to branch. Already removed. The only two things we need to remove. That is opening stock or stock reserve. Opening stock comes on which side? Debit side. So stock reserve adjustment will come on which side? Credit side. So you write it as by stock reserve. Here I am writing as 0. Why? Opening stock is 0. So the profit element on opening stock is also 0. Closing stock comes on which side? Credit side. Loading element removal will come on the debit side. You will write it as what? To stock reserve. What is the invoice price of closing stock, sir? Invoice price of closing stock is how much? 12,000. So you already know the equation. What is the invoice price? 120 20. That means this 12,000 represents 120. We want profit element which represents 20. So 12,000 into 20 divided by 120, you do how much are you getting? 2,000 rupees. That is the stock reserve on closing stock. Any balancing figure in branch adjustment account represents your gross profit which will be transferred off to branch P&L account. So the entry is branch adjustment to branch P&L. In branch P&L, what will be the posting? What will you write in branch P&L? Usually write by GP brought down. Here we'll write by branch adjustment. Okay, by branch adjustment 35,000. These two expense you deduct. Any balancing figure in branch P&L account represents what? The final net profit made by the branch, which is this. That's tell me any Dhamma. Hardly any calculation. All data they'll only give. You have to have 6 ledgers and go on doing the posting. Most probably, even transit item they may not give. I brought in transit item because I thought maybe this is a good adjustment to have. Transit item also they will cut. Most probably. All the data as it is they will give. You just have to take it and dump it into the ledger. So when you look at it initially, it look like, what is this crazy? But once if you practice, it is what? Easiest. All this will help you to clear the examination soon. Because all these are simply rule based. No deviations. Just take the data, dump it into the format, marks, full marks into your pocket. If you do all this properly, no way that they can deduct the marks. Everything they have to give you what? Compulsorily if it comes for 8 marks, evaluator has to give you how much? 8 marks only. So the chances of losing is what? Very less. But the whole crux is to remember and put it across. That's the reason I've given you all those pointers. So refer all those pointers in your notebook. Regular class may have given all that. In case if you forget that. Now any which way I've revised it. So you should be able to remember it. Just in case, again, if you remember, you can go back to your notes. Or you can refer to this video again. Whatever is your call. So this is another one. Okay, Saru. One last aspect is there. Can we go for that? Yeah. Sir, because if you remember the chapter name, it was branch accounting including a foreign branch. So if it is a foreign branch, what to do? Okay. Sir, this is not new things to us. We already know this. Tell me where we discuss foreign branch. Accounting standard 11. Whenever there is a foreign branch, first you need to figure out whether it's an integral foreign operation or a non-integral foreign operation. Whether it is an integral foreign branch or a non-integral. I gave you the indicator already for that. Yes, no, I'll not go into that. But tell me the exchange rate, sir. If it's integral foreign operation, all monetary item converted at closing rate. All non-monetary items depends on how it is valued. If it is already valued at cost, you use TDSR. Transaction date ka spot rate. Because you would already converted, use the same thing. However, if it is valued at fair value or NRV means, find out the exchange rate on the day you found out fair value. And that day ka exchange rate you have to use and you have to reconvert. And for all income and expenses, you have to use average rate. For integral foreign operation, normally they will give you in this sort of problem, they will give you trial balance of foreign branch. They will give you trial balance of foreign branch. You need to convert that into Indian rupees. Okay, or it could be other way around also. Sometimes they ask it in ulta way also. We'll see that. Okay, when you have to convert this trial balance, are you using same exchange rate here or different? That means will the trial balance match or there will be a balancing figure? Balancing figure. If it's integral foreign operation, the balancing figure is nothing but your exchange gain or loss transferred to P&L. However, if it is a non-integral foreign operation, again they started drilling. Okay. If it's a non-integral foreign operation, is non-integral foreign operation much important to us or not so important? Not so important. That means all monetary item or non-monetary item will convert it at closing rate. For income and expenses, we need transaction date ka rate, which will be mostly not available to us in the question. So we will use average rate itself. However, when you convert this trial balance, you will get some balancing figure. And balancing figure is nothing but exchange gain or loss. You will not transfer that to P&L. You will park it in FCTR, foreign currency translation. So that's so funny. Now I think difficult. No, they started. Okay, probably they finished all that. I also can't say anything now. Okay, are we comfortable with this now, sir? Okay, so this is the rules. We have to apply this in one of the question. Can we quickly apply this in one of the rules? Okay, so let's take up one of the study material question itself. On 31st December 20x2, following balances appeared in the books of Chennai branch of an English firm having a head office in New York. So it is dollar to rupee conversion or rupee to dollar conversion. It is rupee to dollar wala conversion. Ulta scenario because head office is there not in India. Head office is there in New York. For online also, is it audible? A drilling sound, is it audible? Okay. For us, so it is a little difficult. Okay, no problem. So here you have to convert all the rupee value into dollars because the head office is there where? In New York. Okay, that's the thing. So this you need to be a little careful of. So they have given you all the data. They'll also tell you in the problem there. Stock as on 31st December is 6,37,500. So there's nothing but your closing stock. Okay. Branch account in New York book showed a debit balance of 13,400 on 31st December 20x2. Little difficult to conduct class like this, no? Okay. Furniture appeared in the head office books at how much value? 1750. Okay. So we'll see this. The exchange rate on 31st December 20x1. Stop. They have given the data. The year is ending on which date? 31st December 20x2. They have given here 31st December 20x1. So that means last year. Last year ka closing rate will become current year ka opening rate. So how much is 31st December 20x1 ka rate? 52. That is nothing but your opening rate. Okay. On 31st December 20x2 exchange rate is 51. That is nothing but your closing rate. Average rate they have given it to be 50. So basically opening rate is 52. Closing rate is 51. Average rate is 50. That's what they have given. Because we need, for a few components, we need these rates. That's the reason we have written. So all you have to do simply do is convert this, and they're asking you to assume what sort of an operation? Integral for an operation. Sometimes they may give you indicator, or sometimes they'll only tell whether it is integral or non-integral. Here, what is it, sir? Integral. Sir, if it is integral, what is the rule? Monetary item, closing rate. Non-monetary item, TDSR. TDSR means transaction date ka spot rate. You might have furnished, you might have bought an asset 15 years ago, 5 years ago. That means what? 15 years ago, exchange rate they can give up. No, that's the reason if you just check for furniture, no sir, they already told the dollar value. How much is that? 1750. Normally in these cases, for fixed assets, they will only give a separate exchange rate, or they will only give that converted value. Here, all the rupees we need to convert it into dollars. So that is already converted at what value? 1750. Because for furniture, we need TDSR, transaction date ka spot rate. Transaction would have happened many years ago. We don't know. That's the reason they would only have converted. Is it fine? So that means for this, we need to convert or just take this value? Just take this value. That is one. Okay, that is got it. Monetary, non-monetary item over. All income and expenses, average rate. Any difference, any exchange gain or loss, you will transfer it to P&L account. So the first step is to prepare the trial balance. Convert the trial balance from rupee to dollars. So let's write that. We'll bring this little closer and we'll do this. Okay, first, sir, or you tell me, sir. This is opening stock. For opening stock, what rate will you use? For opening stock, what will you use? Opening stock is a last year ka closing stock. So for opening stock, we will use opening rate. For opening stock, we will use opening rate. Sir, we should be multiply exchange rate or divide, sir? If you're confused, always put for one. Here, dollar, or first I'll put rupees, and then we will have dollar. Okay. Sir, do you know the opening rate? How much is the opening rate? 52. So $1 is equal to 52 rupees. $1 is equal to 52 rupees. How much is the rupee value of opening stock? Rupee value of opening stock is 2,34,000. So that means what is the dollar value? That means you have to multiply or divide. Divide. So one, if you get it, you got to know. No? So all the exchange rate, now we need to multiply or divide. Divide. So do that 2,52,000 divide 2,34,000 divided by 52. 4,500. Like this. Can we directly check division and all? It's okay. Can we trust? Okay. Next they have given. Here only we'll take purchase and sales. Purchase and sale is P&L item. For P&L item, you have to use what rate? Average rate. What is the average rate? 50. They've converted this rupee into dollars by multiplying or dividing. Divide. Okay. Debtors and creditor, bill receivable, bills payable. Both are what items, sir? Debtor, creditor, bill receivable, bills payable. They are monetary item. All monetary items should be converted using closing rate. What is the closing rate? 51. That's what they've taken. CR as in closing rate. Yes, sir. Okay. Next, salary, wages, rent. All these are what items? Income and expense. For income and expense, average rate. What is the average rate? 50. They've converted. Yes, sir. All right. Furniture. Furniture we have to convert or they only given? They only given. How much is the furniture ka value? 1750. Take it as it is. Okay, because we need TDSR. So instead of TDSR, they only converted and given to us. Next, Bank account. Sir, bank is what item? If you have money in your bank, cash, your bank and all is a monetary item. Monetary item again should be converted using closing rate, which they've taken. Yes, sir. Sir, branch will maintain HO account. HO will maintain branch account. These are just for the sake of reconciliation. HO will show probably branch as a, like, HO will maintain branch account. Since HO has sent the goods to the branch, HO has to collect the money from branch. So that means branch will have a debit balance. Okay. When you prepare branch account, they will maintain HO account. Since branch has a liability to pay the head office, HO account will have a credit balance. Do you think these two balance will be different or same? Same. If you have any transit items, goods in transit or check in transit, I've done 2 problems on this in regular class, then these two balance may not agree. You have to prepare a reconciliation statement. Otherwise, mostly this balance will match. Check the data in the question. This is the data relating to the branch, no? Branch is maintaining head office account. What is the head office ka name? New York. They are maintaining this in what value? Rupee value. But head office will maintain it in rupee value or dollar value? They have already given check. Branch account in New York books. New York books means head office ka books. Shows a debit balance of how much? 13,400. So head office will show this as a debit balance. Branch will show it as a credit balance. Will the value change or same value? That means should we have to convert this or already done? Already done. HO is showing it at what dollar value? 13,400. So conversion or take the actual? Actual. So for this New York, don't have to convert, take the value. They only converted and shown it as 13,400. Understood, sir? For branch, remember, if you're confused about debit and credit, check the data. Here, New York account is shown under debit side or credit side. This is your debit and this is your credit. This is shown under which side? Credit side. I mean, after conversion also, it should be shown under credit side. That's what they've done here. Nana Saru. Because for branch, this HO account is a creditor. Creditor will have what balance? Credit balance, like this. So when you convert this trial balance, are you converting it at same rate or different rates? Different rates. So will the trial balance match or there will be a balancing figure? Balancing figure. That balancing figure is exchange gain or loss. But this is what kind of a branch? Integral foreign operation. And what does accounting standard 11 say? Any integral foreign operation, if you get any exchange gain or loss, that should be transferred to P&L. So this exchange gain or loss, whatever. If it comes on the credit side, it is an exchange gain. If it comes on the credit side, it's an exchange gain. Because what is the nominal account rule? Debit all expense and loss, credit all income and gain. So if you get it on the credit side, that means it is an exchange gain. If you get it on debit side, it is an exchange loss. Show that exchange loss as a balancing figure and match the trial balance like this. Okay, sir. This is one question. Generally comes for 8 marks. This will carry around 3 to 4 marks. Easy, manageable. After this, you need to simply prepare a trading P&L account, sir. That's what they've asked. Trading P&L, can you manage? This is simply, after this, you have to simply prepare a trading P&L account. Okay. So you just check over quickly. What is the first component in trading account? Opening stock. Now you have to prepare all this trading P&L not in rupees, in dollars. What is the opening stock in dollars? 4,500. Taken yes. Then what will come? Purchases. Do you have purchases? Yeah. Purchases how much? 31,250. Okay. Sir, head office will send the goods to the branch, no sir? Sir, it's a foreign branch. Maybe possible that head office is selling, you only purchase it. If I have to send the goods, I have to incur heavy transportation cost. So it's better you only purchase it. That's the reason here we don't have that much of goods sent to branch account. Is it, sir? Okay. That means why branch has to pay money, sir? To start the branch, who will pay the money? Who will give capital? To start the branch, who will give capital? Head office. That means who gave that money? Head office only. So that means head office will recover that. Yes or no? That means head office account will be a creditor for the branch only. Yes, sir, Saru. So purchase accounted. Next, what is there, sir? Sales. Sales will come. Yes, sales will come on which side? Credit side. So 46,875 they've shown. Yeah. Then what will come, sir? Debtors and creditors. Debtors and creditors, or line by line item, we'll take it off from here only. Better. Because they've asked you trading P&L as well as balance sheet. So this debtors and creditors, where it will come? Balance sheet. Debtors will come in balance sheet. Check, have they shown debtors in balance sheet? This is your branch ka balance sheet. Debtors at $15,000. What about creditors, sir? What is creditors ka value? 10,000. Creditors, where it will come? Liability side. Check on the liability side. Have they shown creditors 10,000? Yes. Okay, next come to the next item. What is the next item? Bill receivable, bills payable. Bill receivable on the asset side, bills payable on the liability side. So bill receivable here, bills payable here. Yes. Correct, sir. Going fast or okay? Okay. Simple. You have to just convert trial balance. Use that trial balance to prepare trading and P&L account and balance sheet. but prepare all that value for the branch in dollars, not in rupees, but in dollars. Okay, next, what is the component that they've given? Next, they've given salary, wages. It's not wages and salary. It is salary and wages. Stupidity, but that's still interpretation works. If it is wages and salary, direct expense comes in trading account. If it is salary and wages, indirect expense comes in P&L account. I don't know, God knows when they will take it off, but study material is still following that. We will follow. So how much is the salary and wages? Rent and taxes. 2021-25, both will come where? Trading account or P&L account? P&L account. 2021-25 in your P&L account. Here, 2021-25. Yes. Okay, next is what, sir? Furniture. Furniture, where it will come? Balance sheet. Sir, furniture ka depreciation? No data given. So what to do? Don't depreciate. So show the furniture and balance sheet at 1750. Next, what? Bank account. Bank account, where it will come? Balance sheet. 11,150 on the asset side. Yes, shown. Next, what? New York account. Sir, head office will show branch account. Branch will show New York account at different value or same value? Head office will show it as branch as a debtor balance. Branch will show head account as a credit balance. Both will get nullified. Is it okay? It will get nullified where? When you prepare overall company ka balance sheet. Are you prepare overall company ka balance sheet or only branch ka balance sheet? Branch ka balance sheet. When you prepare overall company, for a branch, it's a debtor. For a branch, it's a creditor. For HO, it's a debtor. Both will get nullified. But are you preparing overall company ka balance sheet here or only branch ka balance sheet? Branch ka balance sheet. This is only balance sheet of Chennai branch. So will head office come? Yes. At what value? You already converted that value. How much is that? 13,400. Debit balance or credit balance? Credit balance. So show it on the liability side. 13,400. Understood? Okay. Anything else is there? Exchange loss. Exchange loss, where it will come, sir? P&L account. Have they taken exchange loss P&L? 2 years. Okay, Saru. Now, with the trading account, closing stock have they given? Check outside the trial balance, they've given closing stock. How much is the closing stock? 6,37,400. So don't take this value. This value is in rupees. We want everything in dollars. That means for closing stock, you will use what rate, sir? Closing rate. How much is closing rate? I think it was 51, no? Closing rate was how much? 51. We have to multiply or divide here? Divide 6,37,500 divided by 51, you do. How much is it? 12,500. That's what my calculator is showing. That's what they've taken here. Done now. So trading account, all the components you have considered. Any balancing in trade figure in trading account is what? Gross profit, which will be transferred off to P&L account. Yes, no? Then you'll write in P&L account what, sir? By GP, brought down. Then any balancing figure will be transferred where, sir? Net profit account. This is the net profit of whom? This is the net profit of whom? Branch. Who will prepare overall company ka P&L? Head office. That means branch ka P&L, what you will do? Transfer it to branch ka P&L, you will transfer to HO ka P&L account. Is that okay? Now here, this branch ka profit belongs to whom? Head office. Branch ka profit belongs to whom? Head office. That means head office already has an account. How much balance it has? 13,400. This is like capital, sir. For a branch, HO account is like capital. What do you do for profits in case of capital? What do you do for profits, sir? Profit will be added to the capital account. So how much is branch ka profit? 17,500. Add it to the HO account because this profit is of the branch which belongs to the head office. Simply add it up. The balance sheet will simply match it. This is your presentation. Can you manage this much presentation? The conversion is the main aspect. For that, you need to remember the conversion rate. Okay, once you remember the conversion rate, everything remaining thing is just trading P&L and balance sheet. Small adjustment here and there. If you're doing mistakes, don't worry about it. It is okay. All right. So, but as much as possible in these sort of questions, don't try to make any error because all these are very, very straightforward and simple questions. Once go through it. Don't have that overconfidence. I know it. Okay, don't go like that. Even if you know it, revise once. It's okay. All right. Just revise. You don't have to solve. At least once you revise. Like the way we did over here. This comes on debit side. This comes in P&L. This comes in balance sheet. Like that. Go on revising. That is good enough. At least that much you do. Yes, sir, Saru. All right. So with this branch ka revision also we have completed. Closing stock is always a non-monetary item. But for closing stock, usually we take the closing rate is what we generally take that as such. But yes, but in a way, if you talk about it also, or another way around, if you want to talk, closing stock is actually a non-monetary item. Stock as such is a non-monetary item. When will you find out closing stock? At the end of the year. Closing stock you'll only get at the end of the year. So which rate you need to use? Closing rate only. So even if you think like that also, you'll still end up using what rate? Closing rate only. Okay, now that's a good question. Okay, so with this branch is fully Damar. So we have one last topic. Hopefully they will not start drilling. Okay. We'll finish off this topic and then we will take a final break. Yeah. It's okay. Whatever I'm saying is audible to you. If you want, you can come a little front. Okay, if it's like that, if the drilling noise is disturbing you too much, you can come a little front. One second, I'll just tell them for half an hour if they can wait. I'll check with them once again. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just check if they can stop their work for 5 minutes.